Yo, how's it going, man? First thing I just want to say to you, with this channel, and with this video too, it's just gonna be complete and utter yap. I won't lie, like this channel is called Sam's Yard, a little salmon filtered or whatever I'm gonna name it in the future. It's called that for a reason. So if you don't want to listen to me yap, then you can click off. But if you do want to listen to me yap and practice my speaking skill on camera and everything, which is a big thing I'll get onto in a second, and you just want to kind of get inside my head, then you can do that. I don't really care if this video does well or not. I'm just making this for like my future self and like for you if you want to get inside my head, basically. So yeah, I'm just out here in the beautiful English countryside. There's oh shit, there's cows in this field. I didn't even realize. Probably can't see it on this really like zoomed out lens. But yeah, actually this lens, this camera, in fact, is my GoPro, and I kind of realized how easy it is for me to just record these little video journals and diaries and stuff when I want to, and I realized how valuable it actually is going to be for me to do, and you could do this too probably. But it's like, you know, when you're going throughout your day and you kind of just get some like random little thought or some idea or something like that, especially if you got a business like me, you'll get some, these are always so squeaky. I think the brain's made of not squeaky styles. Or kissing gates, whatever the fuck they're called. Anyway, you're going throughout your day, especially if you're a businessman like me, you get some random ideas and stuff just about your business and shit you can do, you know. And then you might write it down, or maybe you can't be asked to write it down or whatever. I find that happens to me a lot. And I mean, if I'm at school, I'll write it down. But like if I'm not at school, then like I'll sometimes write it down, sometimes like record some sort of video or something, and I just sort of like, I bring my, like this, I'm recording on my GoPro here. I like bring my GoPro with me anyway, like everywhere anyway, and so why not just like record my video journals on my GoPro? And it actually works so well because so the GoPro's got a really zoomed out lens, so no matter if I point it like whatever dodgy angle, it'll fit me, and it's like it's got the what's it called, the where it makes it smoother, so like if I bump it around like that, it's not bumpy. I can't remember what it's called, my brain's just gone blank, you know what I mean? So like the auto smoothness thing, I don't know how I forgot what this is. The auto smoothness, stabilization, that's it. And I can also, I've got like the color grading already automatically set to like make it more vibrant and everything, and I can record it in 4K, and I can automatically upload it from like GoPro's cloud like straight to my YouTube channel, which is like really nice. I've got a selfie stick too that I'll be able to bring with me, so I don't have to kill my shoulders and have a shoulder workout by holding the camera up, because if I hold it down here, it's a pretty shit angle, isn't it? And it's got all the wind filters and shit, and like I said, this is going to be complete and utter yap. So you can probably just listen to this. We'll do something else if you want. But yeah, so I just thought like, why not just start recording video journals with this? And there's a kind of, we're gonna go on like a journey here, like how I'm gonna explain shit to you, okay? So I've just like waffled about like why I'm starting video journals, and there's another actual reason why. And this is going to bring us to one reason, and that thing's going to bring us to a whole nother thing, which is going to bring us to a whole nother thing. And I've got this like train of thought laid out in my head for how we're going to go about this. But so yeah, I've decided I'm going to start these video journals. And the other thing was like, I don't like Eamon Gadzhi. I don't watch him that much. Sometimes I do, but I mean, he's called the king of low ticket. And I'm not really like into low ticket stuff because of like my business and everything. I'm like, he doesn't make content for people like me, essentially. Or I mean, he's got his business channel, and I watch some of that stuff every now and then. But still, it isn't like for me, if that makes sense. And so, a lot of the time I don't really watch it. You know, we can walk slower. What am I doing? I'm getting out of breath here. Yeah, his content isn't really made to me, and so I don't really watch it that much. But I've just like, you know, like the Eamon Gadzhi inspiration you get every now and then, you know. And this happens to me, and it happened to me today too. It's like I just clicked on his channel. I saw like one of his videos, and it was about like how to do online coaching, which is like in my niche, what I do and everything. So yeah, I just went down what he does and everything, like down his channel, watching his like motivational videos and everything. Like not like the edits. I don't really like the edits. They're a bit cringe to me, but just his like vlogs and that millionaire lifestyle, and you know, and I don't really exactly want his lifestyle, but I want something kind of similar to that. I mean, everyone does, don't they? And I'm definitely on my way to getting there. But it's also like, you know, too, you can look back on his channel and like see when he was starting out, and he was 15 years old when he started out, and I turned 16 just the other day, like 4 days ago. I was actually like, well, my birthday was actually the last time I was here 4 days ago. I smell perfume for some reason. I don't know. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so just as everyone does, just like looking back on his channel and like looking at his old videos and stuff, you know, for that motivation. I feel like there's going to be people around here. There's like a little village with woods and stuff. I don't want to go talking really loudly, walking next to people. That's a bit cringe, you know. No, there's no one around here. Oh. There's not anyone even really out today, you know. Let's go this way. This way seems to be a bit drier. Anyway, we've gone back to it. So I was getting like, I smell perfume, like seriously. I don't know what it is anyway. That's so random. Maybe it's the flowers, you know, the bluebells. But that actually looks pretty good. My bright blue shirt. Beautiful. Right, let's stop waffling. I told you this is going to be a yap channel. This is like the type of stuff I cut out of my videos, you know. I randomly get distracted by the beauty of nature. No, but yeah, I just went down like the Eamon Gadzhi rabbit hole, you know. Get like watching his like motivational stuff and everything, and just kind of getting into that. And like looking back at his old stuff, like I said, he was 15 years old when he started doing his like like fitness, personal training shit. I mean, I think he was just like before 16, or his first video was like 15 years old, and then his like third video whatever was like 16 years old. And I don't think he was making any money then, so comparing me to Eamon Gadzhi by like our age, I'm already pretty far ahead, you know. Oh yes, the sun's coming out, wonderful. But yeah, man, watch out, I'm coming for you, man. But and that'll actually lead me onto a whole nother thing. There's two paths I can go down here. In fact, I'm gonna go down this one first. In fact, no, yeah, let me finish that first point first. There's so much I gotta fucking say, and this is why I love making these video journals. I can just waffle, you know. Everyone loves to waffle. I can waffle with this. That's a beautiful scene. Yeah. I keep getting distracted by just the beautiful scenery, I mean. But this is England, by the way. Everyone shits on England. It's fucking sick, bro. Fucking sick. Oh shit. Anyway, yeah, so I just wanted to have like something I could look back on. And also the other thing, what I was saying about like the ideas I randomly get, it's like with those random ideas, when I've got like this, like I can just like watch back my video journal, you know, and like it really like helps me comprehend, because like when you're typing shit out, like typing away at your ideas and stuff, my god, this is beautiful here. When you're like typing away at your ideas, I don't know how to word this properly, but you would like, there's like an energy almost that I want to like get down, and so that I can like say that, you know. And with simple words, it can be actually quite hard to like do that energy, if you know what I mean. It can be quite hard to get that like energy down. You could get the idea down on paper, but it's like when you've got like a visualization or a vision for the future, like where you want to go with your life, it can be quite hard to like get that down straight on like paper, on words, you know. Even if like, I journal in Notion and everything, well, sometimes it's on my phone, sometimes it's on Notion. I really like Notion, but it can be like really slow down, Samuel, walk slower. It can be really hard to like get it down on paper, you know, like the energy of everything. And yeah, recording video journals like this is just so much better to get that energy down, and you can look back on it and understand it really well and everything. And I just prefer it so much, like journaling like this. And it gives you a shoulder workout too, holding the camera up. And again, you can create like really like beautiful looking shots and shit. Like, that's beautiful now, the sunlight on me in a beautiful location here. I probably won't always be out in the countryside. I mean, look at that big chunky plane over there. Yeah, I really like this. Good mental health. This is what good mental health does to you guys. But anyway, yeah, so shit, what was the other point I was gonna go down? Oh yeah, so like what I was saying about like Eamon Gadzhi and everything, like me being 15 and already doing so good. That's not, oh, sorry, I'm 16 now. I'm 16. I've got to get in my head. I'm 16 now, I'm a big boy now. okay. Me being so young and doing so well in this and already having all these skills, and that's not me trying to be arrogant. Well, arrogance is a mindset I preach, and that's a whole other thing. But like me doing so good compared to everyone else my age, is that I'm competing against guys who are like, at the very least, in their like late, like 19, 20, 21. Like those are the youngest guys who are actually, like, there's actually a decent amount of them, you know, in my space doing just as good as me or better. And so it's like I'm competing with guys who are like 5 years older than me or more on average, you know. And I was just thinking, like, me, if I was competing, which I am, against guys like my age, I mean, there's really not many. And there was actually, this is such a crazy coincidence, you know. Today on Instagram, I did some, like, the way I use Instagram. Again, I said I'm gonna yap loads. This is a whole other thing, because if I've got Instagram on my phone, I will like watch reels. It's like, without a doubt, it will happen. And just by having it downloaded on my phone, I'll just lose like 3 hours a week just like that, you know, and like fucking fuck up my mental health and shit, you know. But so I just delete Instagram, and then like once a month I'll just reinstall it on my phone and make a post and stuff, and I'll still check it like once a week or twice a week on my computer on like Instagram.com, and you're not really gonna go and watch reels on like your computer, are you? So that's not really a threat to me. But yeah, there was just this guy, I can't remember his name. It was I honestly cannot remember his name, but he's like 16. He's just turned 15 like past couple of months, I'm pretty sure. Making like 5k a month, or £5,000 a month, so like $6,000 a month. I don't know, $6,500 a month, I think. Doing like AI shit. He lives fairly close to me as well. Like he only lives like a 30-minute drive away from me, or maybe like 40-minute drive away from me, which is crazy, you know. Out of like the whole world where this guy could be, and he's 40 minutes away. But let's get it soaking. Ugh. Yeah, so like I mean, I saw him, and it kind of gave me this like weird shock, because it was like, shit, like I'm actually in competition with this guy. Like he's my age. Obviously I'm in competition with like all the other guys who are like in their 20s doing business, online business and everything. But it's like, this is the first guy I've really found. I mean, there's been a few others, but it's like they've always been like crypto and shit like that, you know. And it's like, it's not even the same thing. But this guy seems to kind of be on the same wavelengths and all sorts of stuff. And I think he just commented on one of my posts saying to DM him or some shit like that. So I might be getting sold to, I don't know. This could be like completely out of the blue. But the point I wanted to make is, it wasn't about networking with him. Because I think he's got like 50k on Instagram, and he's starting YouTube and shit. And obviously I like help people with YouTube and everything. And getting clients from YouTube. But yeah, my point wasn't about like networking with him or anything. The point was like, there is like one other guy I've seen who is like my age, and there probably is more, to be honest, that I just haven't seen. But there's not many of us compared to how many there are in their like 20s and shit with this. And so the point I want to get onto is like, in like 20 years time, in like 30 years time, yeah, well, I'm like 40, 50 years old. Even though I'm only like 5 years younger than them, it's like, I don't know how to put this, because I've started younger. I feel like I'll catch up over time, you know. These guys who are doing better than me, who are older, and obviously when I get to their age, I'll overtake them. But the way I see like politics and all this shit going is more influencers and more people with like online followings and stuff, because they're influencing the younger generations. As the younger generation grows up, it's going to be these influencers who come into power in politics. So that's the way I see it, because who else is going to come into politics, you know? That's the way I see it happening. Like the world leaders becoming people who started out as influencers and shit. But no, the point that I want to get to is like, I've got aspirations to change the world and shit. I've got aspirations to, and I don't know how it will practically happen, but I know it will happen, to somehow come into some form of major power and truly change the world with that power. And obviously you got to prove yourself to be given that power. You got to be like voted in and everything. But the point that I wanted to get to is like, I see that happening, and because I'm starting so young, I'm so far ahead of everyone else my age. I see that like as a genuine possibility, and this probably comes off really arrogant to you and everything, but genuinely, like, I see that as a possibility, becoming like some sort of world leader, and everything, and that's where my mind goes to in terms of where I'm gonna be in 20-30 years, you know. What do I want to do with my life? Because it's like you can think about, oh shit, that's a wonderful view over there, let's go down there. You can like, you can really easily like think in the short term, like what do you want to do with your life this summer. I've already got a vision for that. I won't go into that here, that's a thing for another video. But you don't actually really think that much about like how long your life actually is. Like, this is quite a quote I came up with, and I came up with this quote, and I searched up, no one else has come up with this quote, and you probably would expect someone else like clever to have come up with this, but it goes that life is both too long and too short to be lived in another's vision. That basically means you got to live your life to the best of your abilities, how you want to live it, you know. Oh, I found my man's put a gate up here. Story time, quick interlude. Basically, you can climb this so easily. Oh, it's wet though. And basically, Mr. Farmer, oh, it's shaky. It was this farmer, yeah. Oh, shit's shaky as fuck. And it's slippy. No, there was this farmer, so I was down like here where we're gonna go now. There was this farmer, I was recording, that's a nice white rock. But basically I was like down here recording a VSL and he just like appeared out of nowhere, like out of the woods or something like that. And I didn't really see him coming, but essentially I've been caught by so many farmers trespassing. I'm trespassing right now. In the UK it's fine though, you don't get shot. They just kick you off. But he actually let me stay. But yeah, he's put gates on this field now. I guess because he's ploughed it and planted crops and shit. But yeah, how much battery have I got? It's gone down to 31, so that's like 20% gone in 20 minutes. It's like 1% a minute. That's fine. I've got like 30 more minutes. I've got enough time to record and waffle. Wow, that's a beautiful yellow field there. Oh, this is a wonderful view, man. A really wonderful view. But anyway, yeah, I see myself changing the world. I see it happening. I'm so much better than everyone else my age, or basically everyone else my age, and I feel that I'm special. I always have done. And you probably hate like see me as arrogant saying that, or maybe you've got a good mindset with this shit and you're not an absolute pussy and you don't get like jealous thoughts when you hear someone else talking confidently. And then good for you if you feel like that, like genuinely good for you. I respect you for being like that. But whew, wow. Don't want to walk on his crops. Anyway, yeah, let's just chill here for a bit, you know. Yeah, I see myself as being able to change the world. So I kind of got distracted there for a bit. I see myself as being able to change the world in the future, and having the videos and stuff like this, I feel like it's going to be something nice to look back on, you know. And just see myself when I'm younger and get into my own head for when I was younger. And I'll still do it with my old video journals from like ages ago, you know. And I think it's going to be really like useful and everything. But shit, yeah. Right, let's move on. So what my next point was, I'm not going to be able to remember it now. My brain's going to break. Actually, I want to carry on walking. Let's go back. So yeah, making these videos lets me, it's a journal for my thoughts and for my notes. It's a good journal. See, my brain's gone blank now. Oh yeah, and wait, shit, is this right? Oh yeah, okay. And so basically a new thought that I actually wanted, like the reason I actually started this, I've been recording for like 20 minutes now, okay. But the reason I actually started this recording is, in the first place, is because, oh wow, son, is because I wanted to journal about something in specific, and we'll get to this now. That one thing in specific, okay, is essentially like the morning routine, self-improvement habits, starting them again instead of just like just working volume. Because I'll be honest, I'll tell you this, like, you know, Hamza, I mean, I watch his videos. His videos are good for me. I like them. And I mean, this will, if you're considering buying my course and everything, this will probably make you less likely to. This is just a thing I try and avoid doing. But like, Hamza, he's in the same niche as me. He's got a competing product to me and everything. And obviously, because it's like he's in the same niche, he gives out advice on this shit too. And it's like, his advice is good for me. I do actually, like, if you are considering buying my course, let me just tell you this factually, I do have a higher success rate than him, like by massive. 50% of all my clients have got their first sale from working with me, from my course and everything. And that's actually a plain fact. There's like 600 guys in his community right now. I'm in there too. And trust me, like, I'm not even trying to shit talking, this is just plain facts, okay? I get more results as a percentage, like client success, if that makes sense, than he does. Because there's so many 100 guys in his program and everything, and there's only like one win post every couple of days of someone getting a sale. Oh shit. Ugh. I don't like me, I have to get my foot over there, and that's rude. I don't like climbing wobbly gates in the rain, but especially when I've got a GoPro in one hand, but sometimes you gotta. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I've got a way higher success rate than Hamza, but obviously because he's still like a millionaire entrepreneur and everything. Even if his advice isn't as good, and even if he gets people less results, that's besides the point. But yeah, I was watching one of his videos and he was comparing, like, he's like giving advice on how to work better and how to get into better work and everything, and flow state and all that. And he was essentially just comparing whether you should do like the morning routine and stuff, or if you should like just go straight into deep work. And I mean, recently, past few months and everything, I've been waking up at like 3:30 AM every morning, like 99% consistently, and just working like a load before school and everything and getting shit done. But the thing is, I'm not always getting shit done, and his video kind of made me realize this. It's like, especially when you're like with this business model I'm doing, there's not actually like that much volume of work for me to do, and I'll probably actually benefit a lot more from work. And this is what, if you know Andrew Kirby, who he is, this is something he said, to work like a lion and not like a mule. And so instead of just doing like loads and loads of work, you've got to like make only a bit of work, but make that bit of work impactful, if that makes sense, and just get loads of shit done in 45 minutes instead of spending 6 hours on that one thing, you know. Like, plan your video scripts without stopping planning it and just let it flow out your brain, instead of spending 2 hours like figuring out what to write, you know. I spend way too long on my video scripts and everything. I spend way too long on everything. I mean, recording, I don't actually. Recording, I'm getting way better at recording longer videos and stuff, but it kind of made me realize what you were saying, to like meditate and shit. Like, Hamza was just like basically reminding us to meditate and everything like that. And I think for me that is actually pretty good advice, because I used to like meditate in the mornings. I'll just do it, like wake up, meditate, just it was my routine, you know. And I kind of stopped that just as work first thing in the morning. But I think for me, like, the actual work now, the actual hard work now isn't actually in working. It's just like getting good sleep and like improving my brain and making myself have more energy and feel better, you know. And just like living more of a human life. Because like, there's a lot of days, probably like half my days, I don't even go outside, and I just sit inside working, and then I'll finish my deep work and I'll go into light work, and I'll eat my food in my room and everything. And okay, maybe not half my days, maybe like a third, but still, it's still pretty shit, you know. Probably only half my days I actually go outside. Probably only a quarter of my days I come out into the countryside. And like, I love this place, man. This is my home. I call this my home because it really is. Like, I love this fucking place, bro. This is where I'm free. The complete antithesis to school, but that's ironic, ain't it? Using a word I learned at school, antithesis. But no, yeah, so I think for me, like, I've got to kind of get it into my brain that it's not just about working more and working hard, it's now about working smart, you know. I mean, for most people it is just working hard and actually getting like some sort of work period, but for me now it's like I can sit down for 6 hours, I can sit down for a whole day, and like I'll lose focus and shit, but I'll stay disciplined on the task. I won't go and watch YouTube and bullshit like YouTube like that and shit. If I'm eating my food, I might watch some like geography video or on the piano video or mountain biking video or something, but but yeah, that's that. I think for me now the work, yeah, it isn't being smart. I've got to work smart now, not hard. I've got to actually like get good at being efficient with my work, you know, instead of just trying to work hard. And this house is here, so I'm going to speak a bit quieter, just out of respect and everything, to not disturb people, because it's really peaceful out here, and if I lived out here I wouldn't want to be disturbed by some random kid wearing a bright blue shirt talking to a camera. But I also don't want people see me to record. Well, I don't really mind, but it just makes it a little bit awkward, you know. I prefer not to. I'm not that confident. But anyway, so what I wanted to get onto after that, working efficiently. Oh yeah, the next thing I wanted to get onto now, and this is kind of the last thing in my waffle, is just like living life as a human, or living that vision and everything, you know. Should we go into the churchyard? I think we'll go into the churchyard and see what happens. I don't want to record a video in a graveyard though, you know, that's a bit weird. We'll go sit down on a bench. We'll see if there's people there. If there's people there, we'll go. But if there's no one here, I think it's Monday, so that, yeah, it's nice weather though. Yeah, I don't want to be like disturbing, you know, to people if they're mourning or anything. But yeah, what I wanted to get onto is just like living your life and shit, you know, like actually just like doing stuff with your life and not just being work and all business. And I actually remember like last year I made a video journal saying this same thing as well, that I didn't want to like just waste my life, not waste my life, but spend my entire life all on business. That's a scene, isn't it? That really is a scene. That really is a scene. Oh wow, that really is a scene. If only I had my camera. Wow, that must be a beautiful view from the window up there. Let's take a photo of this with my phone. This is also why I want to get an iPhone, you know. Good cameras. I might call Vincent in a second, actually. But anyway, yeah, like just living your life, you know, and doing cool shit like this, and going out on bikes and going climbing and living life. Oh. Yeah, I remember I was making a video journal last year. I just like started making a decent bit of money, like exact same situation basically as in last year. As I am now, I was saying the same thing, that I think I need to live life more. But then I was saying it last time in the way that I didn't like doing business. I was bored of it. I didn't enjoy it because I had so many calls to do with clients. If you know me, then you'd know like last year, like I was doing coaching and stuff for really cheap, and I just spent my entire like time of my life like just on calls and shit. And I just really didn't like it because of how much time. Shit, the bench is wet. That's unfortunate. Is the wall wet? The wall's going to be wet, isn't it? Yeah, it's soaking. Should we get a wet arse? No, I don't fancy it, you know. Let's wipe some of the water off. And then actually we can sit in my bag. There's nothing in my bag that can break really, is there? No. In fact, no, let's just sit down. Wet ass. Let's embrace it. Ooh, it's wet. I'm commando as well, so hopefully it doesn't start sticking, but oh shit. It's really nice here, but yeah, I think I just, like, last time I was saying it, sorry, I was just saying it in the kind of way where I wasn't really enjoying doing business because I was spending all my time on calls. I wasn't enjoying it that much, you know. Now I've still got like a really good drive to grow and have a mission and have an impact, you know. I'm still really loving it, to make more money and everything. Hopefully you don't go down the whole thing that making money isn't fun, because I went down that last time. But yeah, now I do think actually for my business growth itself, like living a life is the best thing as well, because here's the other thing, like if I want to get big and influential and impactful, like everyone says, like don't go for, or at least in my space, and I say this too, like don't go for fame and everything, just stay small and grow. Like you don't want fame, essentially, is what I'm saying. It's like I want to have like an impact and I want to be a leader, and so I think like having fame and everything, and obviously it's like being rich with this too, but I think having fame for me, it's like yeah, let's do it like that so the sun's not in my eyes. I think having fame for me, it's actually like a pretty, I kind of do want it just so that I can have an impact on people, you know, and I can actually change lives, and be that like Eamon Gadji figure, you know. And I'm not just like Eamon Gadji motivation here. I'm actually being serious here. Like I wanna show this life off and live it as a 16-year-old and show it to other kids that they can actually do it when they're still young, to get rid of all these excuses. And I've got 10% battery left, so we'll finish this up promptly. But yeah, I want to live that life, and if I could just give you a vision of where I'm going to go now. It's like I made 1.3k in my first 25 days of doing business again now. I've started again, which is pretty sick. So I just want to get up to like a couple of k a month, you know. And then this summer, after I've like finished school and stuff, after school's like completely ended for me, I want to go travel a bit around Europe and shit, meet up with my friend Vincent, who I'm going to call in a second now. Yeah, meet up with him because he's going to be in Lisbon for a bit. I want to meet up with him in Lisbon, go to like Lofoten in Norway, go to France, like Marseille, go to wherever the fuck, you know, meet up with people, maybe Poland, because I know some people there. Meet up with people, travel the UK, go to Scotland and shit, because it's beautiful up there. I've never even been there. It's in my own back garden. I've never been to Scotland. And just live a pretty sick life, like have the Mac, have the expensive camera, have the materialistic shit, like fix up my skin. I got this, like, my nan got me this like retinol shit, I think it is. I've been trying to improve my diet to like fix my skin, and it's kind of working. I think I'm just gonna use this like retinol chemical shit, you know, and just get it done with, because even though I'm using chemicals, like fixing my skin will have a better impact on my life than the negative effect on the chemicals. And so in my opinion, it's a positive ROI, a positive return on investment, if that makes sense. The good outweighs the bad. But yeah, I do want to live that life. Like, imagine the fucking like 17-year-old traveling the world with like his girl, and you know, you see like Eamon Gadji and all this shit, like they promote degeneracy, like smoking cigars, like the Andrew Tate kind of stuff. I don't really like want to do that, you know. I don't really want like they're sleeping like loads of women, and that's not me, you know. I do just want like a good girl, who you connect well with. And I mean, before you've had that like just primal horniness essentially, and I mean I've had that too, everyone has that, but I mean the point I want to get to is that like I want to have more of like that spiritual path rather than the degenerate like path that like Eamon Gadji promotes and everyone like that. And that's obviously what gets them views with the masses and stuff. I think I want to be like a more mature version of that, you know. But I still want to have fame. I still do want to inspire. I still want to do like filmmaking and stuff and inspire people with my films. And I think, yeah, that's what I want to do. Obviously living life and stuff that's necessary for that. But yeah, shit, we're on 6% battery, man. This is dropping like fast. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed listening to me, or maybe even watching me if you've got a good attention span. But yeah, I'm going to be making more of these videos, giving some advice on some of them, about coaching, about life advice as well, and random shit, and, you know. So yeah, I'm actually going to call Vincent now. But yeah, man. Oh, 5%. 100%. Come on, it's going down so fast now. Let's see if you can get Vincent on the video too before I end it. Oh shit, Bluetooth. Yeah, he's not gonna pick up, is he? He doesn't have work in Texas, so I don't know. Anyway, I'm waffling. Oh, it's Vincent. I've just decided to start doing video journals again, so I'm just finishing up one there. So I've decided to get you on it before the GoPro dies. But yeah, man. Right, see ya.